$8 million. That's what a janitor saved up by the time he passed. No lottery wins, no inheritance, just consistent habits and the power of compounding. You don't need a fancy job, an Ivy League degree, or millions of followers on social media to do the same. You just need to understand one thing: the psychology of money. Inspired by Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money, I'll show you how to unlock wealth-building secrets through powerful examples, lessons from celebrities, and stories that reveal the true essence of financial success. Stick around to learn how you can start building wealth, one smart decision at a time. The power of consistency and compounding. Let's start with the story of Ronald Reed, the janitor who amassed $8 million. Ronald wasn't a financial wizard. He didn't play the markets or jump into the latest trends. Instead, he saved consistently and let compounding do the heavy lifting. This is a lesson most people overlook. They think getting rich is about massive risks, but often it's about patience and time. Take Jay-Z, for example. Before becoming a billionaire, he was an artist who consistently reinvested in himself. He launched clothing brands, bought stakes in tech companies, and never settled for a single income stream. His strategy wasn't flashy, it was consistent. Over time, compounding took those small investments and turned them into generational wealth. Mindykaling, best known for her work in The Office and The Mindy Project, built her wealth through consistent reinvestment into her creative projects and ventures. Beyond acting, she became a producer, writer, and author, diversifying her income streams. Kaling also made early investments in real estate, letting her portfolio grow steadily over time. Her approach proves that small, consistent efforts paired with patience can lead to significant financial growth. It's not about luck, it's about staying the course. Here's the takeaway. Whether you're saving $5 or $500, it's about getting started. The earlier you begin, the more compounding works in your favor. Remember, compounding doesn't just grow your wealth, it magnifies every small effort you make. Behavior trumps knowledge. Financial success isn't about how much you know, it's about how you act. Housel writes, "Financial success is not a hard science. It's a soft skill where how you behave is more important than what you know." Let's look at Cameron Diaz. At the peak of her acting career, she stepped away, not because she couldn't earn more, but because she realized she had enough. Her financial choices weren't driven by greed, but by a desire for freedom and balance. She mastered the soft skill of knowing when enough was enough, and now she spends her time on projects that genuinely fulfill her. Nicholas Cage is a prime example of how poor financial behavior can overshadow massive earnings. At his peak, Cage earned over $150 million from blockbuster films, but extravagant spending on castles, private islands, and rare artifacts led him to financial ruin. Despite his Hollywood success, impulsive decisions and lack of financial planning left him struggling to pay off debts. Cage's story highlights a harsh truth. No matter how much money you make, reckless behavior can destroy it all. The lesson? Don't just learn about money. Understand your emotional triggers and create habits that protect you from making reckless decisions. The real price of wealth. Here's a hard truth. Building wealth comes with a price. And no, I'm not talking about money. The price is volatility, uncertainty, and sometimes the fear of losing it all. Lionel Messi's move to Inter Miami in Major League Soccer wasn't just about playing the game. It was a calculated financial decision. Messi took a risk by betting on equity stakes and endorsements tied to the league's growth, rather than chasing guaranteed astronomical salaries abroad. He understood the volatility involved, but was willing to play the long game, showing that wealth building often requires embracing uncertainty for bigger rewards. Maria Sharapova. Beyond her legendary tennis career, Sharapova ventured into business by launching her premium candy brand, Sugarpova. Entering the competitive confectionery market was a risk, but Sharapova approached it with a strategic plan and financial reserves. She diversified her income streams through endorsements and other investments, ensuring she had a safety net to weather challenges and market fluctuations. Her thoughtful approach to balancing risk and security allowed her to build a brand that aligns with her values while maintaining financial stability. Sharapova's journey demonstrates the power of a solid foundation in enabling bold entrepreneurial pursuits. The point? Volatility is the fee for wealth, not a fine. Accepting this can help you make smarter long-term decisions. Understanding luck and risk. Luck and risk are two inseparable forces that shape financial outcomes. Take Steven Spielberg's early decision to direct Jaws. At the time, Spielberg was relatively unknown, and the film's production was plagued with technical challenges and delays. The mechanical shark barely worked, and the studio was on edge about the budget overruns. Spielberg took a significant risk by sticking with his vision, despite mounting pressure to cut corners. The gamble paid off. Jaws became the first ever summer blockbuster, grossing hundreds of millions and cementing Spielberg's legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest directors. But had the film flopped, it could have derailed his career before it even began. Timing, audience response, and a bit of luck played pivotal roles in the movie's success. Spielberg's story reminds us that even the most calculated risks depend on factors beyond control, making luck and risk two sides of the same coin. Now let's contrast that with the story of MC Hammer, a rap icon of the 90s. Hammer earned an estimated $70 million at the height of his career, but his financial choices painted a cautionary tale. He bought extravagant mansions, employed hundreds of people, and made high-risk investments without a clear plan for sustainability. When his albums stopped selling as they once did, the risks caught up with him, and his wealth disappeared. Despite immense talent and success, his financial downfall was a result of mismanaged risk and unchecked spending. The takeaway? Success often comes with a dose of luck, and wealth can vanish just as quickly when risk isn't managed wisely. Recognize that some of your wins are influenced by factors outside your control, and always prepare for risks that could derail your progress. Balancing these forces is crucial to achieving and maintaining financial success. Never enough. One of the most dangerous traps in wealth building is the mindset that what you have is never enough. It's a toxic cycle that can lead to dissatisfaction, poor decisions, and even financial ruin. Let's start with Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. Despite earning millions annually, Cook is famous for his modest lifestyle. He doesn't flaunt flashy cars or a collection of sprawling mansions. Instead, Cook values simplicity, focusing on his work and using his wealth to support causes he believes in, like sustainability and human rights. Why? Because Cook understands that happiness doesn't come from constantly chasing more. It comes from appreciating and maximizing what you already have. Now, contrast this with the cautionary tale of someone like Johnny Depp. Depp earned over $650 million during his acting career, but fell victim to lifestyle inflation. Lavish mansions, luxury yachts, and excessive spending left him entangled in financial troubles despite his massive earnings. His story highlights how the pursuit of more can quickly spiral into a trap, leaving even the wealthiest individuals feeling empty and overwhelmed. The key takeaway here is simple, yet profound. Happiness and wealth are not about how much you have, they're about how you use and value what you have. If you don't take the time to define what enough means for you, you'll always feel like you're falling short. Whether it's sticking to a budget, avoiding unnecessary expenses, or simply finding joy in what you already have, knowing you're enough is the ultimate key to contentment and financial stability. The seduction of pessimism. Here's an undeniable truth. Pessimism sells. Negative headlines grab our attention far more effectively than positive ones. Why? Because fear triggers an evolutionary response. Our brains are wired to focus on threats. In 2020, the pandemic fueled endless doomsday predictions about the economy. Experts warned of financial collapse, market instability, and an uncertain future. Yet during this very time, companies like Zoom and Peloton thrived, demonstrating how opportunities often exist even amidst chaos. Let's consider Lady Gaga. Known for her bold personality and creative risks, she faced countless skeptics early in her career. Critics dismissed her eccentric style and doubted her ability to sustain success in the highly competitive music industry. But Gaga remained optimistic and unapologetically true to her vision. Her faith in herself and her craft led to a multifaceted empire spanning music, fashion, and even acting, earning her an Oscar for A Star is Born. Her story proves that optimism and perseverance, even in the face of doubt, can turn risks into monumental achievements. Now look at Robert Downey Jr. After struggling with addiction and professional setbacks, many in Hollywood wrote him off. But Downey remained optimistic about his potential. He took a chance on Ironman, a role many viewed as risky at the time. His faith in himself and the project not only resurrected his career, but also helped launch the Marvel Cinematic Universe, one of the most successful franchises in film history. Pessimism might feel safer because it appeals to our survival instincts, but excessive fear can lead to missed opportunities. Imagine if Zoom had shut down operations in response to market uncertainty, or if Peloton had held back its growth strategies. Both companies saw beyond short-term negativity, capitalized on long-term trends, and flourished. The takeaway is clear. While it's wise to stay cautious, don't let fear paralyze you. Optimism isn't about ignoring risks, it's about seeing possibilities beyond immediate challenges. Long-term growth happens when you resist the seductive pull of pessimism and keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Time is the ultimate wealth. When we talk about wealth, it's easy to focus on material possessions, luxury cars, high-end watches, or sprawling mansions. But true wealth isn't about what you own. It's about having the freedom to control your time. Morgan Housel explains in The Psychology of Money that the greatest dividend money pays is the ability to live life on your terms. Take Tylerperry, for example. Perry didn't just make a name for himself as an actor and filmmaker, he built an empire. By owning his own production studio, Perry controls every aspect of his projects, from production schedules to creative decisions. This freedom allows him to balance work with personal time, prioritizing what matters most to him. Perry's wealth isn't just about money, it's about the ability to choose how he spends his time. Now contrast this with athletes who struggle to maintain control over their schedules. Take Diego Maradona, one of soccer's greatest icons. At the peak of his career, Maradona's demanding schedule left him with little personal freedom. Despite fame and fortune, the constant pressure and lack of downtime took a toll on his physical and mental health, showing that wealth without time is a hollow pursuit. The takeaway? Wealth is meaningless if you're always on someone else's clock. Use your money not to accumulate more possessions, but to buy back your time. Whether it's creating passive income streams, building systems that work for you, or simply working less to live more, remember, the ultimate measure of wealth is freedom. The value of a safety net. Financial freedom isn't just about making money, it's about protecting what you've earned. A safety net is your shield against life's uncertainties, enabling you to take calculated risks without jeopardizing your stability. Consider Priyankachopra Jonas. From Bollywood to Hollywood, she's taken bold steps to expand her career globally. But what many don't see is the safety net she built along the way. Diverse income streams from endorsements, real estate, and investments. These provided her with the financial security to take risks, like launching her production company or choosing projects that aligned with her vision. Her safety net wasn't just financial, it was a strategic foundation that allowed her to grow without fear of failure. Another example is Ashtonkutcher. While many know him as an actor, Kutcher is also a savvy venture capitalist with early investments in companies like Uber and Airbnb. But these investments didn't come without risk. Kutcher's approach has always been backed by a diversified portfolio and financial reserves. His safety net gave him the confidence to explore opportunities in the tech world while mitigating the potential downsides of a volatile market. The takeaway? A safety net isn't just a financial buffer, it's your springboard for growth and resilience. Whether it's through savings, diversified investments, or multiple income streams, prioritize building one. It's not about avoiding risks altogether, it's about ensuring you're protected when life throws you a curveball. Let's recap the key lessons from The Psychology of Money. Ronald Read showed us the power of consistent habits, turning a janitor's salary into an $8 million fortune, while Steven Spielberg demonstrated the value of calculated risks, transforming the challenges of directing Jaws into a groundbreaking blockbuster that launched his career. These stories reveal that wealth isn't just about what you earn, it's about how you think and behave. From Lionel Messi's strategic decision to invest in equity stakes at Inter Miami, balancing risk with long-term rewards, to Robert Downey Jr.'s career revival through calculated optimism and resilience, we've seen how emotional intelligence, risk management, and long-term vision shape financial success. Wealth isn't defined by flashy possessions, but by using money as a tool to align your finances with your values and goals. Ultimately, true financial success is about freedom, security, and peace of mind. By mastering the psychology behind your decisions, you can turn money into a powerful ally in building a meaningful life. Want to take control of your financial future? Don't stop here. Like this video, share it with friends who need these insights, and hit subscribe to join us for more actionable tips and strategies on building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Your journey starts today.